Welcome to Burning Questions, the interview series where we get real with B2B tech leaders by asking 10 questions while eating very spicy food. Today's episode and guest is Elle Woulfe, VP of Marketing at PathFactory. Elle, welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Well, thanks, I think. Maybe.
So, you know a little bit of how this works, but just as a recap, you're going to spin this wheel before each of the questions that's asked, and then we're both going to go down this journey together. And
there's some comfort in that.
There is some comfort in that discomfort.
Yeah.
We've got some chips here that we're going to use to dip in the salsa. The chips themselves are ghost pepper chips. We've just kind of amped things up here later into season one. So you are a braver soul. You are playing this for a prize to be able to give a gift to somebody else, because we're all about giving. So who are we playing for today?
Dave Gerhardt at Drift, because he gave me a really nice VIP ticket to Hypergrowth yesterday, which was really awesome.
Very cool.
Yep.
And Dave also, episode 1.
I heard that.
So we're coming
full circle,
yep. Full season here as we're near the end of season 1. So that's really cool. So if you make it through at the end, we've kicked that off to Alyce to get some good gifting options for Dave, and you can choose him something really cool. All right. Are you ready to get real?
I have no idea.
Spin the wheel.
Okie dokie.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember Jared Carver did this. Time's Up is our first one. So that's this one right here. I must say,
I feel like I'm at the end of the heat spectrum here, aren't
actually, the heat spectrum is mostly uniform now because we just kind of eliminated the weaker things.
Okay.
So
they're all terrible.
So we're going to grab a chicken nugget here. We're going to dip it into this one. This one, I would say, is the both most delicious and also the probably spiciest.
How much are you going to put on there?
So
let's see.
You just give it a good dip. Give it a good dip there.
All right. Okay.
So what's a memory you have from growing up, and what did you want to be?
A memory I have from growing up. I guess we're going to do the PG version.
No, you should have heard. There's been some not PG.
That's spicy. That's a little spicy. That's such a big question. What did I want to be? I'll start there. I was really ambitious. I think I want to be a lifeguard. I thought that would be a really cool job.
That is a cool job.
I saw lifeguards and I was like, that is the life.
You get to sit there, you save people's lives?
No, you get to just sit there and get tan and be on the beach. I wasn't the life-saving angle. But I spent a lot of time, I grew up in Southern Rhode Island. I spent a lot of time near the ocean and pools and things. And I just thought, lifeguards, that's the life. So that's probably what I wanted to be until my parents said they were not going to send me to college to become a lifeguard. All my memories are actually of that, of being on the beach as a kid and spending time with my grandparents, and nothing there's no one thing. It's just a big, rich tapestry of summer, images that come to mind when I think about my childhood.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So did you ever want to scoop Dells? Did you ever scoop any Dells?
I didn't scoop any Dells, but I actually went to school with the girl whose family owned Dells.
No way.
And so there'd be school functions, and there'd just be big vats of Dells everywhere.
That's a thing.
I know, it's a dream come true.
It really is. It's fake Dells around here in Boston, by the way. They use the powder.
It's not
the real deal.
That's terrible. Yeah. No, so the Dells has the lemon peel in it. It's delightful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a fan.
Big fan. All right. How was that?
Yeah. Well, I'm alive. I'm sweating a little. I definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. It's a good start. I think that you rolled. I would say you spun a heater.
Here's how we know. I don't drink milk. My daughter's always like, Mama doesn't like cow's milk, and Mama does not like cow's milk. So.
Yeah. When you go to the milk that early,
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
all right.
All right.
Question number 2.
Okay. Oh boy. I'm like, oh no, I gotta do it again. What happens if you get the same one?
So it's your choice. Player's choice. You can either do it again or you can spin again.
I like anything with Reaper in the
Reaper.
in the name.
Things are mostly on the death scale here.
Just gonna take the ghost pepper chip, not a Dorito.
This one here.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
All right. Give it a good dip there.
Yeah, you tried to say there you get less with the salsa. I don't know if I buy that. I'm gonna get less.
First job out of college, account executive at New Mediary.
That was child's play.
What did you learn from that experience?
Oh God, I learned that I never wanted to work in sales. I learned that I worked in sales. I was an inside salesperson, and I manage a BDR team today, and I have so much respect for these people because it is like the hardest job. And it's actually one of the most, in B2B, one of the most important jobs, like the front line of the revenue engine. And I was not cut out for it. Like rejection, making 100 calls a day. Like I just basically sat there and was like, what else could I do with my life besides this? So that, I mean, I learned what I definitely did not want. A career in sales was not for me. And I grew to have a ton of respect for that position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It probably gave you some street cred too.
Oh yeah. Oh, tons of street cred.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bring it up all the time. Like you guys, back when I was a BDR, and
Yeah.
like 50 years ago.
All right. So that wasn't bad.
Whew, that was okay. That was okay.
All right.
Yep, that was okay.
All right. See, the
I'm
Reaper
surviving.
treated you well.
Reaper.
All right. Question number 3.
Although I can, like, now I'm like, I probably just can't taste anything now. It's probably good. You reach this point of no return where you're like, nothing tastes like anything.
Some of these have a little bit of a delayed reaction.
Good, thanks.
So
Selling it.
I just want to preface that so that there's not a quick snap judgment there.
All right. Here we go again.
All right. Do you have any that you're hoping to get?
I mean,
Oh wow, this is a fan favorite.
is it?
The Cornferno popcorn.
Oh.
It really is.
Okay.
Grab a couple of these.
I'll believe you because it's popcorn.
Yeah,
How bad could it be?
a couple. Don't sell yourself short. What advice would you give to your 20-year-old self?
Oh my God. There's a few things. You never know when your future mother-in-law might be standing next to you, or like your future boss, or like, I remember like being somewhere and I was talking to someone and saying something I probably shouldn't have said out loud, and being vaguely aware that there was this like woman kind of standing next to me and not knowing who she was. And then I later saw her at a company that I was interviewing with, and I was like, and I don't know how I put it all together. I have a pretty good memory, and I was like, oh, I never should have been dropping F-bombs at the subway station or whatever it is. So you gotta be conscious of that stuff. I don't think I was like aware of that, like how small the world is. I also think I would have told my 20-year-old self to be nicer to people in general. I think I don't know, and maybe it's a female thing, but I started out with a little bit of a chip on my shoulder when I came into the workforce. I had something to prove, and I was kind of tough on a lot of people. And I now realize you're so much better off to just be kind. 9 times out of 10, kindness will always be the right choice. So I definitely got there, but it took me a while to figure that out. I didn't have to always be steamrolling everybody. Maybe listen more, listen a little bit more. That's it. General things that every 20-year-old should probably be told.
That's great. Amen. Amen on this. Amen on the steamroll.
That's spicy.
Yeah.
It's spicy popcorn.
The Cornferno's real. Gerhard actually said he thought it was kind of up in the nose. He thought that one kind of got back up in the nasal cavity.
No, okay, good, great.
All right, question number 4.
What you got for me? Oh, no, thank you.
Okay.
No, I'm not doing that again.
All right, give it another.
Just mainly because, there's. I don't want to play favorites.
Sure. All right.
Oh,
Da Bomb nuts. Here we go.
that's a thing. Okay.
Da Bomb. Yep. So these are the ghost pepper nuts. Yeah. 5 or 6.
Okay, I hate it already. I haven't even put it in my mouth.
In How I Buy, an interview you did for Nudge, you stated, I was the first remote employee to join a company a little over 2 years ago, and the first American to work at Lookbook, which is now PathFactory.
It is.
How has this situation affected your experience with the company? What is that like?
Being remote, being American.
Well, both of those things.
So I had already had an experience of being an American amongst Canadians because I used to work for Elle, and Elle was found in Toronto, and so there's a lot of Canadians there, and I aspire to be Canadian.
Yeah. Canadian people are wonderful.
Like I said, I should have told my 20-year-old self to be nicer, and that's the Canadian way. They're just
Canadian.
Kind, calm, thoughtful, people. So I kind of knew that going into it, but I still I am distinctly American, and particularly Bostonian. I've been here for quite a long time, and I grew up on the East Coast, and I have this kind of hard edge to my. Joe Chernoff called me a little bit prickly one time. He thought that was a good adjective. So, like, it's good to know that about yourself, especially when you're gonna work with people who are less like that, so that you can be conscious of like toning it down a little bit and not, you know, being prickly all the time. Being a remote employee, for the first time in my career at a company that didn't have any remote employees was very interesting. I remember I went to Toronto for my first week. I mean, this is an early stage company at the time. I was like, I got there and I'm like, oh God, what have I done? Like, what am I doing? And because I had never done like really early stage, and you know, we're in this like real janky office space or whatever, but there's people and there's stuff going on. And so I spent my week there, and then I went home, and I live on the North Shore of Massachusetts. And I remember like just opening up my laptop on the next Monday, and I'm like sitting in my house, I'm like, well, now what? Like, what do I do now? Like, you don't have a lot of context. You can't tap somebody on the shoulder. You can't do those things. And we weren't good at having a remote workforce yet. Like, we weren't using the right tools. So it was hard. I mean, it was, but I think I have like adult ADD. When I go into the office, I'm super distracted, and I get so much done working from home and being remote. It forces a level of discipline and kind of commitment to what you're doing that I think it's easy to have maybe less of if you're in an office and, you know, you're leaning on other people. I'm kind of like on an island by myself. So I really dig it. I enjoy it. And Toronto is kind of my home away from home. It's not a bad, you know, second city. Yeah.
Toronto's an amazing city.
Yeah.
Question number 5. How was that, by the way?
It was actually not that bad. I mean, again, I think I'm just, my taste buds are dulled by this experience, so.
Oh yeah. All right. This is Wake Up hot sauce. This is this one right here. Mm-hmm. So.
Waking up.
So this.
It's from the Pepper Palace, Boston.
Yep. This is a.
Oh, that's stuff. One if by land, two if by sea.
Yeah, very cute. So this sauce has capsaicin in it. So to actually add just like the heat. They like bring it in this one. So this I would characterize as potentially the most spicy, but also the least tasty. Enjoy.
What a ringing! You could make a commercial for them. Oh God, I put way too much on. I already regret
That's
it.
Perfect. In your article, The Trouble with Passive Content, you stated, passive content hubs are okay for casual web visitors who are happy to wander around, but terrible for motivated prospects who expect and deserve more from you. Can you still believe that? I mean, that wasn't that long ago you wrote it, but.
Mm-hmm. I do. I mean, I think look, the world that we live in today in our B2C lives is very much on demand. We expect not only for things to be very easy and fast and convenient, but we expect things to be really curated for us, right? There's a reason why you like going to Amazon or you like, you know, watching Netflix. It's a manageable set of options that are tailored to the things you like and the interests you have. And so that content experience is easier to navigate, it's faster, it's more enjoyable. And so what would you rather do? You know, go scroll through every single program that's on TV right now to try to find the thing you want to watch, or go to Netflix and have, you know, again, a manageable set of content that's been hand-tailored for you. And B2B buyers are no different. They don't know where they're going. They don't know what they need. They don't know what are the things that are going to answer the questions that they have. And so, you know, I think B2B marketing's like sort of the last frontier here. We got to create an experience for buyers. It's not just about personalizing the offer or the asset or the front door or whatever. It's about personalizing the journey. So every step of the way, it's really curated for the buyer. It can help them move faster. It's going to be a better experience with your brand. Yeah, I think all those things are true, for sure.
Excellent. Okay,
That was no joke, that one. I feel like maybe my esophagus is burning. Like, there could be some irreparable damage here.
All right, question number 6. Go ahead, give it a spin.
Okay. That was like a hearty spin I gave it
that was.
time.
The bomb salsa,
No, we did not do that.
We did the Reaper. We did the Reaper salsa.
Who could forget the Reaper?
So here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a smallish chip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you did a good job of picking a small.
No, I
chip
picked like
there,
the biggest one that was in there.
Yeah. So this one right here.
Yep. I see it. My chip won't fit. I gotta hang on.
Okay. So you have a degree in English literature.
I do.
All right, from Northeastern. So we are going to test your English literature medal. These are some famous books of English literature that were then made into movies.
Okay.
And we're going to show you scenes.
I usually hate it when they do that.
Scenes from these movies,
Okay.
and see if you can guess
All right.
what movies these are.
Okie dokie.
By English literature, I think that means they're in the English language,
They're-
not necessarily American literature.
Correct.
Okay, here we go. And these will be shown on the screen for people, but I'm going to
Okay. I mean, it looks like, no, it's further, like Hamlet or Macbeth or something.
Oh, this is good. So you're thinking Shakespeare here.
Yeah.
You're really thinking Shakespeare.
Yeah, is it not at all?
This is Shakespeare.
Okay. But it's not that.
It's not the either
Romeo
of
and
those.
Juliet?
Bingo!
Okay, so
Ding, ding, ding.
I was gonna say that first,
Yeah.
but like there's so many other Romeo and Juliets you could have picked. And
There's
like,
a lot.
I don't think I've seen that. So
I don't know if I've seen this one either.
okay. I mean, they look pretty Shakespearean.
The Claire Dane.
Right,
Is it
like
Dane
that.
or Danes?
Oh,
I'm always-
Danes, yeah.
Was
yeah.
it Danes?
Oh yeah, yeah.
She's amazing. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on this one here.
Okay. It looks like is it like some kind of Oscar Wilde or like I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know what it is.
This is Death of a Salesman.
Is it?
Death of a
Okay,
Salesman.
see, I've never seen it. See, I don't watch the movie. I never watched the movie.
John Malkovich and
never seen that.
Dustin Hoffman, it looks like, in there. I haven't seen this either. All right, last one.
Okay.
The Equalizer.
Oh, God. Oh, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Boom.
Yeah, of
Bingo.
course. I mean, that's like a beloved book. Like, I love that book.
That book is amazing.
It's a great book. Yeah.
All right, 2 out of 3.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
well,
2 out
I
of
don't know
3.
if I would have given me the first one, but okay.
Okay, well, hey, you get a couple. And you were also in the right.
I was there. I was in the period. I was
You were in the right time period. Sure. Okay, question number 7.
Okay.
Here we go. Down the back part of the stretch here.
We just did that.
We just did that. You could choose to do it again.
No.
No?
See if we can get something new.
How are you getting a little?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good because I kind of came in here
Yeah.
like a little stuffed up, and I feel like $1 million. So
Good.
Yeah.
All right, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, we'll keep that good feeling going here with the Torchbearer Zombie Apocalypse sauce. Notice the theme here with these. Yeah, so grab a
okay.
nug. Here, Joe was making fun of me for calling him nugs.
Nugs.
some
That's
nugs,
that's like a different show.
You know.
Okay.
All right. How does an account-based approach factor into your go-to-market strategy?
Very much so. That's something right there. That's the hottest, I think. That's the hottest for me.
It's spicy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have like 100% account-based focus. We learned a lot over the first couple of years that I was at PathFactory about what our ideal customer looked like. And I think like many companies, we started out just kind of casting the net really wide and, and as I started to kind of see what the efficiency in our funnel looked like and our productivity looked like, it was kind of like, let's zero in on companies that are actually really a good fit for us. And so we built a pretty sophisticated ideal customer profile with all kinds of bells and whistles in it. And in January of this year, we moved to a really focused account-based marketing and selling model. And it's allowed us to do a couple of things. I mean, to spend our time in a more productive way, be more focused in our marketing efforts. Ideally you're looking for companies that represent the best revenue opportunities for you. So why shouldn't most of your time and energy be focused there? And we still have processes to deal with people who are not, in that target account universe, but we try to align as much of our focus and our go-to-market with that. And I think it's a living, breathing thing over time. As we evolve, our product evolves, that go-to-market evolves as well, that cohort evolves. But yeah, it's been a really fun thing to work on. I'm kind of a data nerd, and I like getting into the details around why should we look at this group over this group. And so yeah, that's kind of how we run the business today.
Yeah, very cool. All right. Question number 8.
I don't know if I'm ready for How many questions are there?
There's 10. There's 10.
All right. Yeah, that one was really hot.
Yeah, that one.
No joke.
Yeah.
Okay. I did that.
Time's up.
I wanted to go to that one. Did we do that one? No, we
You
didn't
want to do
that.
Mad Dog?
Yeah, I want to do Mad Dog.
All right.
Let's see if I can get on Mad Dog. Let's check my. Oh, we
Oh,
haven't
the
done that either.
noodles.
All right, we're doing the noodles.
Landed on the noodles. All right. Go ahead. You got
I feel like this could be just deceiving.
Fork.
These needles could be deceiving. Okay, little noodles. They all want to come out at once, and I'm not making that mistake.
No,
I'm
they
not
should. We've portioned
No.
them appropriately.
Oh, I feel like this is terrible.
We portioned them appropriately.
Okay. All right.
What's the most thoughtful gift you've ever received?
Oh boy. Wow, that's a tough one. The most thoughtful gift I've ever received. I mean, you know, I have little kids, and so like when I get something that like they are excited about, like to me that's like the most thoughtful thing in the world, that they like poured all their, you know, time and energy into something that they wanted to see me get excited about. I actually officiated a really good friend's wedding almost a year ago, September 23rd of last year.
This is a thing. This is a thing you do.
No, oh God, no. I don't do it. I
Oh,
did it.
okay.
I was actually pretty good at it though. I really got into it again. And I know them really well, so I could make it really personal and like, and it's a really small thing, but they gave me this beautiful black and white framed photo of like us at their wedding. And it's just like, it was such a special thing, like that whole experience, like being asked to do that and then like, you know, them recognizing it. And they actually gave me other things that like had monetary value, but like that was the thing that was most kind of special to me. And then I guess I would be a terrible wife if I didn't mention. I just had my 10-year anniversary last Friday, and my husband got me these earrings.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you, which is very thoughtful of him because it's a frivolous thing that we, you know, probably should have sent our kids to, I don't know, any number of child enrichment activities, and instead I got nice earrings. So that was a really thoughtful gift. And again, it was like something that I could tell was really important to him, that like he wanted to get me something really nice to commemorate 10 years with him. Actually, almost 20 years. We've been together almost 20 years. So
Wow.
So I was due. I mean, I guess really, I was owed
Wow.
these earrings.
That's
yeah,
you were.
pretty much. If you met him, you would know. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. That is a good number 8 answered. Now we are on to question number 9. I'm on a similar.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, come on. I don't.
The popcorn.
I don't want the popcorn.
Don't want the popcorn.
I don't want the pop. I mean, I don't know. We get there. Ah.
The Reaper salsa.
What haven't I had? There's only like 1 or 2 things I haven't had, right?
I mean, if we're just trying to go down the actual list, you have not had Mad Dog.
Yeah, Mad Dog.
And you have not had Ghost in the Darkness.
All right, let me give it one more spin, and then we'll get whatever we get.
Okay.
Really?
Noodles?
Fine, noodles, fine. Let's noodle it up.
Noodle it up.
I mean, I like a
yeah.
noodle. I'm a fan of it. And it actually wasn't as bad as I thought. It tastes like
I think
ramen.
it tastes pretty good.
Yeah, it tastes like fancy ramen. That's kind of like a vacation from the spice situation, actually.
So, in your belief about what marketing should accomplish, you seem to be focused on intelligent content.
Yeah.
Do you think most people get this wrong?
Yes. I mean, you know, like there's crazy statistics about how much content people are producing and how much content production is just up across the board. But like creating more content doesn't help people answer the questions. It doesn't help them solve the problems they have. It's about connecting people with content in a meaningful way. And again, that's why, you know, we talk a lot about kind of creating an on-demand experience with your marketing and with your content. You know, when you have somebody who's trying to, like, think about the last expensive thing that you bought and that you want to do a lot of research about. You're out there looking for information, and then information's scattered all over the place. And so it's not helpful that there's more content. What's helpful is when it's, you know, delivered to you or curated for you in a meaningful way that helps you to find the things that you need to answer the questions you have. So I think, you know, the focus has been more on volume than sort of quality and understanding the quality of the engagements that people are having with content. And I think that's kind of the next wave. Everybody gets that we need to create content and we need to, you know, help our buyers, you know, answer questions. But it's like, how do you meet them in the moment to connect them with the information they need? That's sort of the next thing I think people have to figure out.
Yeah, that's great. Okay.
Last one.
This is it. Question number 10.
Okay. Let's see if we can get one we haven't gotten yet.
Okay.
I gave it a big spin. It just wants to
Cornferno.
go back there. you know what? Let's end it there. It's
do
like
it.
it's spicy and sweet.
It is.
It's all the things. It's like it's a dessert at the end of this spicy meal. I'm gonna eat a lot of it just to prove that I can do it.
Oh my God. Last year, you said AI is like any other innovation. It's not a panacea for poor or neglected processes, nor is it a solution for everything. Where do you foresee AI going in the marketing and sales B2B tech industry over the next 5 years?
I mean, I do think, obviously, I have a point of view about how it can come to bear on content and making recommendations about content. I mean, the more data that you can derive from how people are engaging with your content, did they find it meaningful? How long did they spend consuming it? What did their whole journey look like? The smarter you can be about the recommendation you serve next. I think that's a big area for potential advancement in the future because, I mean, most of the data that people have around how people engage with content is pretty binary. It's like, oh, they clicked on it and they filled out a form, and you don't know anything about what the quality of that interaction was. That makes it really, really hard to then say, hey, here's the next thing you should look at, right? What makes some of these on-demand services like Netflix or Amazon or you name it so powerful is that they're collecting tons of data about everything we're doing, and they're using that in service of a recommendation. And so, B2B marketing's been like, just choose your own adventure, scatter it around, push it out, hope people find it. And I think AI can be a way to take all this great data that we're able to collect and start to make more meaningful connections with information for our buyers. So that's my very self-interested response to that question.
Elle, congratulations. I'm still like choking off of the popcorn here.
I feel like a superstar. I
You
did
made it.
I
You made
it.
it.
It's no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you made it, so now you get a chance to gift Dave.
I'll gift something to Dave.
So Alyce came up with three gifting suggestions here. Dave loves to golf, as he shares on Facebook, and he can enjoy a trip to Granite Links. Is one of the gifts.
Wow, that's a nice gift.
He shows us on Facebook that he's a huge Pats fan, Patriots, and has a new baby. So there is a baby Patriots swag set here. This kind of actually fills the theme that you were talking about.
Kind of a good one.
The way to someone's heart is through a good gift for their kids. That
true.
also is something they would like. I'm still burning here, by the way.
Oh, it's brutal.
It's like worse than it was a minute ago.
I'm dying on the inside. I won't
All right,
lie.
and then Dave will appreciate this hybrid Patriots jacket next time he goes to a Patriots game.
Oh, this is
It's got
really
a nice
hard. That's
fall.
a really hard choice.
What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I know what it's like to have a new kid and how excited you are about having a new kid and how you want to give them everything and you just, you want to just deck them out. So I think I'd go with the baby swag.
Baby Pat swag.
I
All right.
mean, yeah, this is New England. Like, what are you gonna? Yeah, who's gonna say no to that?
Well, there it is, Dave. You've won a couple times here. Congratulations.
You're the big winner.
All right, and Elle, thank you so much for joining us.
It was my pleasure.
Yes, and boy, I'm still.
Hey man, you did it. This is your show. It's your choice. Just along for the ride.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.